Hello, everybody, and welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour, give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here Monday through Friday on the drive-thru at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, is to give you live free sports picks from the primetime games. And let's take a look at who'll be on the show for today. We've got James Clark doing well in the NBA, Alex Smart, get hot, you see him on top of the leaderboards. With Chris Ruffolo, Ron Romanelli in the center square today, Tony Brown from Las Vegas, Ninos doing well in hockey, and Rod Zawacki will be with us. And of course, Kevin Thomas will sign in a little later today as well, so we have a full show booked. Let's take a look at how they'll line up: Smart, Brown, Ninos, Thomas, Zawacki, Romanelli, Ruffolo, Clark, and then I will come in with my play. All right, Chris, did you have any action on that Dodger game today?
No, I didn't. I saved my action for the later, the nightcap for the doubleheader. So we'll see how that goes. But I can already see it's going to be a long, long day for the Colorado Rockies. I think we can both agree on that.
Yeah, I think they just gave up another home run by Posey. 10-0. 10-0. Chasinas, they just gave up a grand slam and then another home run here by Posey. It's 10-0 with 2 outs here, top of the first inning. Thank goodness it's a 7-inning game. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started here with the drive-thru. And let's go ahead and welcome Alex Smart here to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Let's see if we can get him in here right now. Of course, he's going to be on game 2 of this debacle that's in game 1. But let's bring him in right now. There he is right here. Alex, how you doing today? Getting a little too many runs for your liking already in this game 1.
Yeah, but I'm starting to wonder are the Giants going to run out of gas as a second. But hey, and Coors Field, and that Rocket Stadium, no man, that's the second Nassau right there. So I'm not really worried about what's going to happen to the Giants, especially with Wood on the hill. Wood should be able to control the Rockies. Very inconsistent bats. He took a no-hitter into the 6th inning last time out against the Rockies, and he's won 3 of his last 3 starts against the Rockies. And it's interesting. Like he's really been in top form. He's got a 1.50 ERA, and he's not slowing down. So this should be very interesting. I know the Rockies are getting blasted right now, and like I said, we got to worry about the Giants running out of gas into the second game here. But I'm not really worried about it, because that is a launching pad there. So, and the air is thin enough for us to see a lot more runs go on the board.
All right, looking here with Giants here in game 2, minus 148 against the Rockies in game 2 of the doubleheader. Of course, the Giants pushed across 10 runs in this first inning here on Chassin. We got Ryan Castellani here on the mound here. He's another gas can here for the Rockies here, Chris.
Yeah, he's not as bad as the 2 pitchers we've seen in the first 2, pitching changes in this game 1 of the doubleheader in the first inning. But I like the Giants here as well. We're starting to see Alex Wood look like the Alex Wood from when the LA Dodgers had that 3-headed monster, with Kershaw a few years ago. And Alex Wood, he's starting to sort of turn the corner of his career. He's getting back to what he was. There was a time where he was, getting shelled left and right, and he couldn't get out of the 3rd inning. But those days are behind him. The Giants are playing well overall today, not included. I think it's just a foregone conclusion. So I like the Giants here as well.
All right, going to be here Giants minus 148 against the Rockies, game 2 of the doubleheader. And, of course, this one will start about 15 minutes after game 1 finishes, and they're still in the first inning in game 1.
So midnight is what you're saying.
Midnight, yeah. 8:40 Eastern Time is the time, but keep your eyes on that one. Game 2 here are the Giants. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pig Dog Premium, where you're doing fantastic work. Over nearly 1,200 units of profit past 7 days. We've got baseball, basketball, and hockey up there. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we're rock and roll with the NBA, so it's a good time to join me for that right now into the playoffs. And my Major League Baseball starting to heat up, and NHL still subpar at this point, but I'm going to finish strong, and I feel very confident about that. So join me from now to the end, and let's make some big money.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, 1,170 units of profit past 7 days. That is all documented. So when you go over to Pig Dogs Premium and check out Alex's profile page, you'll see every play that he's released. Why not get on board with his picks for tonight? That long-term pass is your best value. That 3, 7, and 30-day patch, you get every play that Alex releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for the period you select. So check him out there on the site. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
All right, gentlemen, all of you. Good luck tonight. Take care.
Good luck. Good luck to you as well. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. Let's head over to Las Vegas, Nevada, and welcome Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's also a fan of the Lakers. Of course, he's got to be a little concerned here with the Lakers. Got the win yesterday, but LeBron out another 2 days there, Tony Brown.
No concern. That's just smart, man. He played a back-to-back. Don't want to stress him out too much. Let him sit out and chill out. But you see what happened. Denver was on a 5-game winning streak. They won 9 out of 10. They were covering everything. We had our full starting lineup in, and Schroeder wasn't even playing, and we beat him. So once it's all said and done, the playoffs come around, everybody's healthy. Lakers, championship, repeat, same stuff.
Same stuff. All right, let's take a look at the game for tonight. Tony Brown, we're going to look at the White Sox and Reds as your game you selected here, 6:40 Eastern time. I like to get them in before 7. We got this one. This one snuck in. Reds here laying 109. Total sits at 9.
Yeah, it was a late one on this one. My bad, everyone. But if you can get it in now. This is a stat buster game for me. I use a lot of tools with my handicapping, the eye test. We got numbers. We got this. But I love the stats on this one. The White Sox are the best bounce-back team in the MLB this season. After a loss, the White Sox are 9-2. They have only lost back-to-back twice this season. So they're really resilient. Their coaches put together a real good game plan after the first loss, and then they're just not losing back-to-back. And they barely lost last night. They put up 27 runs, 14-13. So, I mean, all games aren't played on paper, but some stats can't be ignored. Take the White Sox as a small dog tonight. That's my free play for my Tuesday MLB free pick.
All right, Tony Brown here. White Sox minus 103 against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, Chris, what say you here on this matchup?
Yeah, this was a tough one for me and I actually looked at this game quite heavily. But I was leaning towards Cincinnati only because I'm not a Dylan Cease fan. I mean, I've seen this guy pitch, a couple years since, coming into the majors. And it's almost like anyone that's not named the Detroit Tigers, he, has a bit of a hard time beating. He's 10-11 in his career. 6 of those wins came against the Tigers. So, and his last start against Cincinnati, the only one we had that sort of weird alignment last season, he gave up 3 runs in 3 innings. So, small sample size, but the way that Cincinnati swung the bats, despite having a bad record this year, I was leaning towards Cincinnati at home, but it's just a lean for me in this one.
There's a lean there here with Tony Brown. All right, Tony Brown here on the White Sox minus 103 against the Reds. All right, Tony, anything else to add on that one, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, Chris was right last time, so, I mean, I think the odds say I have to be right this time. I don't want to let them keep beating me. But, no, like I said, this is just a stat buster play with baseball being the longest season of them all. You know what I mean? We have to go with a lot of these trends. 9-2 after a loss, that's like 80-something%. Nobody's that good in the MLB right now. And I like the White Sox to just keep doing what they do and bounce back.
All right, bouncing back here with the White Sox minus 103 against the Reds. And, of course, this one starts in about half an hour. Get it down right now. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. We got a lot of baseball. We got some NBA, hockey. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, that was just my free pick of the day. I mean, all my picks are good. I wouldn't give a free pick that's trying to lose. I want to win all my games. But my super 10-star premium picks, they're up on the site. Less is more. Today we only have 3 picks. My top play on the board from each league, the NBA, the NHL, and the MLB. All 3 10-star rated, working with some powerful trends that cashed all season. Tonight will be no different. Go over there and get the 3-pack, make you some money, and then jump on one of those 3, 7, or 30-day passes, and let's keep cashing all season.
That's right, guys. Keep cashing here with Tony Brown over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get on board with this 1-day pass tonight, and, of course, make the upgrade to the long-term pass. That's your best value, though. They're over at Pig Dogs Premium. Of course, when you get the long-term passes, you'll get every play that Tony releases. We also have a 2-for-1 capper special. You can add Tony with another capper of your choice, maybe with Big Al, maybe with Little Al, Chris Ruffolo, with the Zawacki, whoever you choose. And, of course, you'll get a better value there when you do the 2-for-1 capper special. All right, Tony, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Man, is that a huge mic.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch Wilson, we work for the best, man. So
that's right.
You know how we do.
You got really sounding really good with that. All right, Tony, have yourself a great night. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue our coverage here. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it starts off with the morning show at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Of course, you got Mitch, Zawacki, Brian Bittler. And, of course, we got those YouTube shows. We got the early, we got the late. Of course, we got the late money as well, so check those out. And, of course, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. As we always ask, guys, give us that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build our audience, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony, it does. I mean, like we always say, it doesn't cost anybody a cent. It's right underneath the video. It allows us to, give you guys more content, helps build the audience up, and helps us get the product out there. And who doesn't like making money? And I can tell you, we've got some of the best cappers in the world come onto this show, and a lot of it is because you guys showing the support for us. All I can tell you is keep it coming. We really appreciate it, and we love the Pick Dogs family.
We do, and great appreciate the support from everyone here on the show. All right, let's continue our coverage here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome into the show right now Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing a really good job this season in NHL. Of course, he'll be looking at a baseball game tonight, so let's go ahead and get Brian logged into the show. I'm sorry, Ninos logged into the show. Al, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing good. All right, great. Let's take a look at the game tonight, Al, as you're going to be looking at this late night game. Padres and Pirates, 10 Eastern time. Boy, Padres is a big favorite here, 240, total 7.5.
Yeah, they weren't quite favored this much when I first wanted to give this play out. But, yeah, the line's gone up a little bit. But still think we got a decent play here. The Padres coming into this one 7-3 in their last 10, while the Pirates are on a 5-game losing streak. Mitch Keller's having a pretty bad season with I know it's still early, a bit too early for me to usually look at ERAs, but hard to ignore this 8.2 ERA here. And a big part of that was him giving up 7 runs to these Padres the last time he faced them in just 3.1 innings. So, yeah, they got to him last time. I think they get to him again early here after scoring just 2 runs yesterday. The Padres are sending Dinelson Lamet. He only lasted 2 innings last time. But even if they pull him out early again here, I still would take probably the Padres bullpen over the way Mitch Keller's been looking this year. So I'll take my chances with a better lineup. Hope Dinelson Lamet can go as deep as he can into this game. And, I like the Padres on the run line here. It was, as I said earlier, it was around even money. Still think it's a pretty decent play at minus 115 here. I'd still take it.
All right, also looking here at Padres run line, laying the minus 1.5 at 115 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, Chris, looking at this one, we've seen the Pirates who's really struggled to score runs, but they've been shut out their past 2 games.
Yeah, and last time I checked, you need to score more than 0 runs to have a chance at winning the baseball game. And especially with the way that Mitch Keller, has been blown up more often than not, he takes the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to take quite a few runs to keep the Pirates in this one. I first thought it was Ryan Weathers starting, but now I am seeing Dinelson Lamet. And if he goes a couple innings, it's the perils of having a pitcher that tries to throw 100 miles an hour every time he takes the mound. But I think the Padres have a deep enough bullpen and enough an offensive advantage to get the cover on the run line here, so I'll lay it as well.
All right, good here on the Padres run line, minus 1.5 runs, minus 115 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is your late game, 10 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work in the NHL. 817 units of profit. That is all documented the site. A lot of NBA, baseball, and hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I have a 3-pack, NHL 3-pack. As I always mention, make sure you read those write-ups because I do take losses on what is some pushes on the way I bet them and suggest you should bet them as well. So, yeah, make sure you do read those. I still think got some good NHL plays tonight. As I said, 3-pack in that. I got my best NBA play as well. So my bigger pack went off already earlier, so just that NHL 3-pack now and the NBA slam dunk.
All right, guys, get on board here with Ninos over at Pick Dogs. Premium, that 3-pack from the NHL. You see the numbers here. Number 2 rated over at Pick Dogs Premium in the NHL, 817 units of profit. The 2 L's at the top, Big L and Little L, top of the NHL board. Of course, that 2
coming right back for that number 1 spot tonight. So I hope he's got some good plays too.
All right, so check him out over there. Get a 2-for-1 capper special, Big Al, Little Al. You can do that. Of course, Al's got his end of the season NHL season pass up there. You'll get every play from now until the finals of the Stanley Cup Finals. So check him out there at Pick Dogs Premium, that 1-day pass as well. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. I'm sure we'll see you again this week sometime.
I'm always ready, Tony.
All right, Al Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with the coverage. We're going to go ahead and bring in Kevin Thomas, who's doing fantastic work this year in Major League Baseball. Saw him top of the leaderboards. Likes to play those underdogs, so let's go ahead and bring him in right now. He'll be looking at an NBA game, one of the doubleheader games on TNT tonight. TNT does have a doubleheader here on Tuesday, and we think we got him wired in right now. All right, Kevin, how's it going?
Oh, great. How you guys doing?
Doing great, doing great. All right, we're looking at the Clippers here and the Raptors, 10 Eastern time on TNT. The Clippers going to lay 9.5. Total sits here at 218.5.
Yeah, it opened at 9, and the Raptors were still getting most of the public bets there. So for the lines makers to throw in that half point, that's just trying to reel them in, if you know what I mean. They're trying to reel you into that. The Raptors off a big win against the Lakers, but honestly, are the Lakers even trying to win at this time of the season? I mean, they basically just want to get their guys healthy and in rhythm. And you could say the same thing with the Clippers. They already locked in a playoff spot, but I think the Raptors, they had two guys yesterday that pretty much, not yesterday, but 2 days ago against the Lakers, that basically put up 80 points. And Pascal and Lowry are not going to have that big of a game. And if you're counting on two guys to beat the Clippers with the defense they play, you're in trouble. I think the Clippers show up. They want to get their momentum going, and they cover the spread easy.
All right, Kevin, going here with the Clippers, laying 9.5 against Toronto. Yeah, it looked like, as we talked about, Chris, the Clippers look pretty much locked in. The Lakers really can't catch them for that 4 seed. So the Clippers there can be no worse than the seat they're sitting at right now. Your thoughts here on this line here, big one here against the Raptors?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I'm much done with all Toronto teams right now because I can't figure out what this Raptors team is doing. I mean, I know they want to make the playoffs, but then the winnable games they're losing, the games you think they'd lose, they're winning. I can't figure this team out. No OG Anunoby tonight, and it looks like the Clippers have both Kawhi and Paul George both going. So logically, I'll take the Clippers in a bounce back spot, snap a 3-game losing streak, but. Again, probably for me, I'm probably not touching it just because I never know what I'm going to get from Toronto.
All right, I know. And there, of course, Toronto missing a lot of supporting cast there. Boucher, Anunoby, Trent, these are guys that produce points off the bench here. And, of course, Toronto a little shorthanded tonight against the Clipper team with Leonard and George penciled in the lineup for tonight. All right, Kevin, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work. Let's take a look at baseball here. 991 units of profit. Got baseball on the board, basketball. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, yesterday that Colorado game getting postponed killed me because I would have took Pick Dogs down. I'm after Pick Dogs. I want that number 1 spot. I have a triple play up tonight in MLB, my 3-pack. You can still get on that. I discounted my NBA pick for tonight, 10-star. You get that for $25. And I also discounted my MLB season pass. It's down to $5.99. That's $200 off. So make sure you check that out. Also, the 2-for-1 capper deals. You can hook me up with my good buddy Brian Bittler. I know he's out there watching. So
that's right, guys. Get on board here with Kevin Thomas over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here: 991 units of profit. That is all documented this year in Major League Baseball. Go check it on the site on the profile page. You'll see every play he's posted up there. Get on board with his MLB. He's got a season package up there. You'll get every play that Kevin releases from now to the World Series when you get the season pass from him. Or if you want to match him up with a capper, we got the 2-for-1 capper special going on, 3, 7, and 30-day pass. Pick one of the packages up there from Kevin Thomas, Pick Dogs. All right, Kevin, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep, see you guys Monday. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kevin Thomas here on the Drive Thru. We'll continue here with our coverage, and we're going to go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawacki to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Of course, he's part of that morning crew every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, he's part of the YouTube promotions as well, premium packages. So let's go ahead and dial in Rod Zawacki. We'll look in the game here. It'll be our game tonight from the NHL. Rod, how's it going?
Going good, Tony.
All right, 10 Eastern Time. It's the Canucks hosting the Oilers. Oilers big favorites laying 210. Total sits here at 6 goals.
You bet. The Oilers have been rolling. McDavid. He's trying to. He's got a quest. He's trying to get to 100 points. With the less lower games, he's trying to be all good guy, get 100 points, and he has. When the Oilers are winning, he's been scoring and getting points. Here, as I said in the chat last night, we hit that again. McDavid over 1.5, over 2.5. We're going to take it again tonight as well. But in this game, we're going to take the Oilers on the puck line. The Oilers are 6-1 the last 7 games. The Oilers are also 4-0 in their last 4 road games. They're also 5-2 in their last 7 meetings in Vancouver. And then here comes a bunch of zeros for you. The Canucks 0-5 in their last 5 games. The Canucks are 0-4 in third game of a 4-night situation. They're also 0-6 of a fourth game in 6-night situation. Nothing looks good for this Vancouver Canuck team. I think COVID caught up to them and kicked their butt, and they're just ready to get this season over with. They're just playing out the string. Take the Oilers on the puck line. Also take McDavid over 1.5 points, and McDavid over 2.5 points as to shine again.
All right, Rod's here. Oilers on the puck line, -1.5 goals, plus 130 against the Canucks. Chris, you look at the Canucks, it's been a sorry state here. Past 5 games, giving up nearly about 4.5 goals a game.
Yeah, so I think Rod hit the point right on the head here. I mentioned it yesterday when we were talking about this game. It just seems like the Canucks are running out of gas because they have to play a compacted schedule because they got hit hard with COVID, and I think it's just starting to catch up to them. Connor McDavid, he says 100 is just a number, but I think he secretly wants it. So I think you see McDavid put the team on his back once again. I think we see a dominating performance. I can see this one being 5-2 Oilers. So you put -1.5, maybe even minus 2.5 if you feel a little bit lucky as well with that one.
All right, Oilers on the puck line this year, plus 10 unit return. All right, the play here, Oilers -1.5 goals, plus 130 against the Vancouver Canucks. This one, 10 Eastern Time, NHL Center Ice package. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. Where you're doing well this year in Major League Baseball, 519 units of profit documented. What do you have going on over at the site?
I've got Top Shelf Tuesday going on tonight. I've got my top 3 MLB and 2 NBA in a Top Shelf Tuesday package, or you can get all 5 of my MLB plays tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium or SportsChatPlace.com as well, where I have 5 MLB plays, and big bettors, just like it says there, up over 5,100 units in MLB to kickstart the year. There's either or if you don't want an NBA. Like I said, I got all MLB or my top 3 MLB paired with the NBA that I got tonight. Jump on over to Pick Dogs Premium and pick it up. Let's have a winning Top Shelf night tonight.
That's right, guys. Get a Top Shelf winner tonight here from Rod Zawacki over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 519 units of profit. That is all documented. When you go to the site, you'll see it there. Get on board with this one-day pass, and, of course, take those winnings and go and upgrade it to a long-term pass. The 3, 7, and 30-day pass will get you every play that Rod releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you make the purchase on the site. All right, Rod, it's always great having a show. I know you're part of that YouTube Premium package up there that you just started this week, the late money.
Yeah, we just started that. There's a link right below, right down here. As my finger goes by. Right down below here, it says join. We got the $50 package, and that'll get you picks in the morning and picks in the afternoon. You'll get 4 picks from me, Mitch, and Brian, and the consensus report, early and late. Or join up for the $100, and you'll get the $50 package included. You get the early, late picks as well as the live late show, VIP show there, where you can ask questions and we discuss. We don't go through all the games again, but we sure go through quite a few and definitely make it well worth your while. And that $100 package is definitely less. The picks are definitely less than 20 cents a pick in that one. That's massive value to you as the viewer. We're happy to jump aboard and get you some more winners.
That's right, guys. More winners there from Rod Zawacki over at Pick Dogs. Man, follow the link below for the YouTube Premium. Great value there. All right, Rod, have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you about Friday a little later in the week. Of course, you're busy with the new shows up there. The late Premium, of course, the 3 shows he does with the 3 YouTube Premium shows, the early morning show. Rod, you're a busy man.
Busy guy, but I'm happy. I'm loving what I'm doing, trying to get people on more winners. That's what we do here. Loving it.
Absolutely loving it. All right, Rod, have yourself a great night. We'll tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. each time for the morning show. Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, and Mitch aboard. All right, good night to Rod Zawacki. Top Shelf Tuesday. Check him out over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Now it's time for his for a rare Tuesday appearance from Ron Romanelli. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's go ahead and bring him up here right now. Here he is, Ron Romanelli, here on the show. Ron, how you doing today?
Hey, Tony. It seems like me and Shane are playing swapsies too often. It's not really a rare Tuesday appearance anymore.
That's right. It's not very rare. It's becoming very common. All right. Late night action tonight, 9:40 Eastern Time. Athletics here to face the Blue Jays. Oakland laying $1.20. Total sits here at 8.5.
Yeah, the Blue Jays, they're back over 500, and they've won their last three of their last 4 games overall. Toronto lost the first game of this series on Monday against the A's, but I think the Jays are going to bounce back and find a victory on Tuesday night. Anthony Kay is the starter for the Blue Jays, and his 10.8 ERA is very deceiving. For starters, Kay has only pitched 3 1/3 innings this season, so his sample size is far too small to make any assumptions. What we can look at, however, is that he did not allow a single home run or walk in his first and only outing against the Royals. Strikeouts, walks, and oftentimes home runs are the 3 things that pitchers can control, so it's promising to see that Kay earned a strikeout per inning on average and didn't allow a homer or a walk in those innings. On the other side, you look at Cole Irvin for the Athletics. He has a 3.67 ERA this season, but his expected ERA is at 5.47, which tells me that he's allowing plenty of hard-hit baseballs, and his defense is bailing him out far too often for him to continue this hot start. The Blue Jays have one of the strongest offenses in the league when it comes to left-handed pitching and facing it. They hold a 770 OPS as a team against Southpaws this season. So the A's are plainly overvalued in this spot. I think the Blue Jays earn the road victory and tie up the series at 1 apiece. So grab the Toronto Blue Jays at plus money.
All right, Toronto Blue Jays plus 110 against the Oakland Athletics. All right, Chris, looking here at this one, of course, Toronto's won 6-7 against the A's.
Yeah, and my sentiment from the Raptors game earlier before, I'm still done with Toronto teams, at least for the foreseeable future, because they break my heart whenever I expected the most. I was leaning towards the over in this one, only because, like Ron said, Cole Irvin has been hit hard, at least in the sample size we've seen from him. And it's hard to really know what we're going to see from Anthony Kay in his first start in over 3 weeks. So I think we can see at least 8 to 9 runs here. Maybe even get into the later innings, push this one to double digits. So I was leaning towards the over in this spot.
All right, Chris over, Ron on the Blue Jays plus 110 against Oakland, 9:40 Eastern Time, MLB extra innings pass. All right, Ron, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. Tonight we got some baseball, some NBA on the board, and doing well in NHL, nearly 40 units of profit documented. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, you still have a few minutes to grab my MLB 3-pack for tonight's games for $29.95. I'm up over 800 units in my last 30 days in the MLB. It's also a great idea to grab one of my long-term plans. It's going to save you the most money and get you the most picks in the long run. I want to put you guys on some winners, so check me out, Ron Romanelli, Pick Dogs, and Sports Chat Plays Premium. Also, if you like the new hat I'm wearing, the trucker hat, I'm going to put the link to the merchandise website, and you guys can cop one of those.
That's right, guys. Check out Ron Romanelli over at Pig Dogs Premium. Check for those links below. And, of course, over at Pig Dogs Premium, get on board with his one-day pass. Of course, make that long-term pass the 3, 7, and 30-day pass. You get every play that Ron releases over at Pig Dogs Premium. 2-for-1 capper. Select Ron with another capper of your choice with Shane Mickle. They are on swapping. Why not get them together there on your 2-for-1 capper pass special? Of course, Ron, you can catch Ron on the mornings, on the weekends at 10:30 a.m. Each time. He's part of that crew over at Pig Dogs in the morning show. All right, Ron, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
Alrighty, guys. Good luck. See ya.
See ya. All right, Ron Romanelli here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. Looks like it's time for Chris Ruffolo to step up with his pick for tonight. And, of course, we'll be looking at this one between the Pistons and the Hornets. He'll be looking at the total, so let's go ahead and bring that game up right now. Let's see. You feeling confident in all your picks here on the show, on your analysis today, Chris?
I think so. I'll tell you the truth. This is the most confident I think I can say I've felt in a long, long time.
All right. Very good. Let's take a look at the game for tonight here. Pistons to host the Hornets here. Hornets laying 4 on the road, total 217.5.
Yeah, there's no waffling for me on this one. I can tell you right now, I'm firmly on the under in this one. The Hornets, the big news was that they got LaMelo Ball back from his injury, and I think he could still be a front runner for Rookie of the Year despite the lengthy absence. But, we got Malik Monk back for the Hornets. The problem is they're still missing Gordon Hayward. They're still missing Devontae Graham, P.J. Washington, Miles Bridges. So you've got LaMelo Ball and Malik Monk leading a fairly bare-bones Hornets offense. They're still sitting around bottom of the league in offensive rating in April. And, the Pistons, they're even worse than that. They're 27th in offensive rating. They're going to be missing a few key players of their own as well. You look just at the numbers alone, and that's going to sort of corroborate what's going on here. You got Detroit 9-5 to the under their last 14 games. While the Hornets, their last 29 games, going back almost a couple months to March, 21-7-1 to the under. I can see this game hitting maybe 210, but I think that's the furthest that we're getting in this one. I like the under. I think we're getting it at a great number, and I think we could even push it a few extra points if you want to try to get some plus money out of it.
All right, Chris, here on the under. Pistons and Hornets under 217.5 in this one. Yeah, when you look at Detroit, they pretty much tanked the season here about 4 games ago, sitting down Jeremy Grant and more. And you can pretty much tell here it's just pretty much a patchwork lineup, ragtag lineup here from the Pistons. They have looked a little tired at times this season. Of course, Ball and Rozier back in the lineup, but again, they're also missing a lot of supporting cast members here for Charlotte. So agreement here on the under 217.5. It's Charlotte and Detroit, and this one to start 7 Eastern time, NBA League Pass channel. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium for tonight, where we have, we got NBA hockey on the board, a little profitable in NBA. What do you have going on over the site?
Yeah, I can tell you we're starting to heat up with the NBA. I told you guys it was coming, but had to tread a little bit lightly on the NBA and the NHL today. But we still have an MLB triple play up there, $29.95. You can either play them individually. I called it my 865 triple play because if you parlay those up, those come in. You're looking at about almost 9 times your money. But one of them I think we might have to tinker with a little bit because we might have had a pitching change. But we still got those 3-day, 7-day, and 30-day passes. Those are going to be some of your best value for getting some of the picks, or hop on those season passes. Like I said, the NHL's a little bit rough right now because Tony said it yesterday. Yeah, these teams can want it all they want, but at the end of the day, you never know who's going to play spoiler and who's actually going to show up. But I can tell you, once we're in the playoffs, this is where we're going to start making our money because everybody wants it, and we're still going to have the edge. So check out those season passes. Check out the 2-for-1 Capper deal where you can pair me up with anyone you see on the show tonight or anyone on the website for that matter. Guys, the opportunities for you are endless. We're going to make you a ton of money over the next couple months, and that's not even going to stop. We're going to head into football season on a winning note. So go check me out over at Pick Dogs Premium.
That's right, guys. Check out Chris Ruffolo over at Pig Dogs. Premium showing some profit in the NBA this season. Get on board with this one-day pass or pair up with another capper on the 2-for-1 capper special. That's your best value there. Of course, you'll go with the all-sports pass when you do that. 3, 7, and 3rd day. You'll get every play the cappers release for that period of time at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome to the show James Clark. He's sitting atop of leaderboards in the NBA this season, doing fantastic work. He'll have an NBA play for us tonight. So let's go ahead and bring in James into the show right now. One of the newer cappers on the show. Of course, you got in one of those contests. He did well. James, how's it going tonight?
Pretty good. How y'all fellas?
Doing great. All right, you're going to NBA tonight with the Heat to host the Mavericks. Heat laying 3.5 total, 2:16, 8 Eastern time.
Well, I was on the Heat, and I'm still on the Heat. Got some late news. I just seen that Jimmy Butler is out for this game. So this line dropped to 1.5 to 3.5. I still like it because if you look, the Heat has beat the Mavs 8 of their last 9 times at home. The Mavs has failed to cover when they play the Heat at Miami. So with Butler out, I loved it. Thought Butler's playing. I like it. Still with Butler not playing, one of the reasons is a lot of this season they've had to been a lot of the subs for the Heat to step up, and they have stepped up and they have played well. So last year you had some of the Heat that never played in the NBA Finals. Some of the players all through the playoffs they played good. And they still got most of that team intact that's played. So they the subs come in, they know how to perform under pressure. And also the Mavericks, they probably ain't going to have KP tonight. They got a few injuries on their side too. So I still like the Heat to win the game tonight. But shop around because this number has dropped from 3.5 to 1.5.
That's right, guys. Shop the number. You'll find a 1.5 right now on the Heat here against the Dallas Mavericks. All right, Chris, late news here with that Butler out. But Porzingis out here, and the Dallas Mavericks defense has been pretty poor.
Well, to begin with, these are 2 of my Forrest Gump teams because realistically, you never know what you're going to get on any given night. But you look at the Heat, they're used to playing without Jimmy Butler. There was a stretch where they had to play without him earlier this season, and they still competed. Dallas, on the other hand, that's Porzingis, again, another guy you're used to seeing on the injury report. But Miami's used to taking care of business against teams with worse records. I think they're 6-3 or 7-2 in their last 9 against teams with worse records. And again, Dallas, with how they looked against Sacramento the other night, I can't back this Dallas team. I like the Heat as well. Put the clamps down on Dallas and get a winning cover here.
All right, coming here on the Heat, laying the points here, about 1.5 in the shop against the Dallas Mavericks. This one will begin at 8 Eastern time. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs. Premier, you're doing fantastic work this year in the NBA. 1,830 units of profit that is documented. Got some NBA, some baseball up there. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, I got a 5-pack going on right now. 3 of my best NBA plays and 2 MLB plays that I really like. You know, the NBA card tonight was kind of short. I didn't really like a lot of the games on the NBA tonight. But, you know, like I said, I told you guys, you know, if you have my rest of the year package from now until the Crown Championship, you know, I try to provide y'all with winners. I picked out the 3 best games that the NBA that I really love. I got them by themselves if you just want them. Or like I said, I got all 5. I got a 5-pack, you know, with 2 MLBs with them. You know, if you want to go grab that, you know, team me up with my buddy Trey Jordan. You know, me and him come in together. You know, y'all go and try to support him, guys. You know, as he's trying to put his foot down in this too, just like I have. And, you know, team me up with Rob. He's on fire. Tony, you know, any of the guys on, like every time I get on here, I say, you know, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do have the best cappers in the world. And one of a good plus money play that I really like is Josh Richardson's to score the first basket. He scored the 4 out of the last 5 games for the Mavs. He scored the first basket on the road. So it's a plus 1,100. If you can bet it, go bet that. And like grab my season pack or grab the 5-pack today, guys, and put some money in your pockets.
That's right. Put money in your pocket here with James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here. Over 1,800 units of profit in the NBA that is documented. Number 1 over at Pig Dogs. He does have his NBA season pass. You'll get every play that James releases over at Pig Dogs Premium up until the final playoff game. So get on board with that. Of course, he does have his long-term passes, 3, 7, 38, 2-for-1 capper special. You want to match James with maybe Big Al, who's number 1 overall in the season. Little Al, who's number 1 this year in NHL. And of course, Kevin Thomas is doing fantastic work in Major League Baseball. Picker capper in the 2-for-1. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you, believe, in a couple days.
Appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate y'all having me on the show. And see y'all in a few days.
See y'all in a few days. James Clark here on the drive-thru. We'll continue here with our coverage. Reminder, guys, keep those likes coming in. We greatly appreciate it. Helps us build up our audience. And a reminder, we will recap every play at the end of the show. We have 1 pick coming in, and it's yours truly with my play. So let's go ahead and get this one started with the pick. Yankees and the Astros, 7 Eastern time. The Yanks, $1.19 favorite. Total sits here in 8.5. I'm going to take Greinke at plus 109 with the Astros. You know, Greinke, well, the right-hander past 3 starts, allowed 600 runs in 11 innings of work, though. He's pitched well against the Yankees, though, in recent seasons. Domingo Germán, ERA over 4, whip of 1.30, but the Astros have won 7 of 10. Huge step up in class here for the Yankees after facing the Tigers and Orioles pitching and you know, hitting the past 7 games against them. New York batting only 203 against right-handers. You look at that 10-game period for the Astros. Their ERA for the bullpen sits at 2.27. I'm going to go with Greinke in this one, Chris. Of course, it goes Yankee bats not hitting righties.
Not only that, I think the fact that the Yankees just don't look like the Yankees that we're used to seeing from, you know, that from years past. And I think one of the best investments you can always make is getting ace pitchers or ace quality pitchers, you know, at cheap prices or plus money. And I think this is another one of those cases. You know, Greinke, you can argue that he's losing a step, but he's still one of the best pitchers in the league. And against a New York Yankees team that's still underperformed for much of the season, I love the value here. So I'm on the Astros as well.
Here on the Astros, plus 109 against the New York Yankees. I have a 3-pack right now. We're at Pig Dogs. Pick it up. Of course, I'm also part of that 2 for 1 capper special with my 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass over at Pick Dogs Premium 3, 7, and 30 day pass, and my 1 day pass going off tonight. All right, let's continue on here on the show. And now it's time to go ahead and do the show recap. And we got James Clark will join us. It began with Alex Smart. Game 2 of doubleheader, Giants minus 148 against the Rockies. Tony Brown, White Sox minus 103 against Reds. Al Ninos, Padres, the run line, minus 1.5 runs, minus 115 against the Pirates. Kevin Thomas, Clippers, minus 9.5 against the Raptors. We were on Zawacki, Oilers, puck line, minus 1.5 goals, plus 130 against the Canucks. Ron Romanelli, Blue Jays, plus 110 against Athletics. Chris, Pistons, Hornets, under 217.5. James was on the Heat. You can probably get it about minus 1.5 here against the Mavericks. Yours truly, Astros, plus 109 against the Yanks. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I think today I got to keep it a puck dog special. I got to go with Rod with the Oilers on the puck line. I think, like I said, I think you can even push it to minus 2.5 and get some extra value out of that.
All right, there we go with going with Rod. All right, James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Tony, I got to go with yours, man. Astros, plus 109 against the struggling Yankees that can't hit right-handers, man. So I really like the Astros to win the game tonight.
All right, good right there on the Astros. I'm going to go with Rod Zawacki, Oilers puck line here against the Canucks that look like a dead team. Giving up 4.5 goals over the past 5 games, per game over the past 5. That's not very good. I'll take the Oilers in that one as well. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We do it all over again. We'll have a full book on the show. 8 cappers on, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. And don't forget, it all gets started in the morning with the morning show. Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, and Mitch. So check it out. Let's bring in the crew from today's show. Let's go ahead. Before we send you our goodbyes, we got a birdcage here from We got a birdcage here from Rod Zawacki. Looks like at the Raptors money line, Oilers puck line, and Warriors money line from Rod Zawacki. Look at that plus return. 22.65 from Rod Zawacki. That's a frozen. Look at that hand not moving, not shaking. 100% confidence here from Rod Zawacki. I'm not seeing no handshakes whatsoever. I like his plays here from Rod Zawacki on the birdcage.